Hi everyone, welcome to A Square Zone. In this video, we are going to discuss about Docker basic commands. Now I am going to explain Docker commands on Ubuntu server. I already launched one Ubuntu server here and I am going to connect my Ubuntu server and I already installed Docker on this server. If you want to know how to install Docker on Ubuntu server, please go through my previous video on my channel A Square Zone. Here I'm going to connect as a root user, and the firstmost Docker command to check Docker version here using docker-v command or else docker-version command. So using these two commands we can get which version of Docker installed on this server. Here Docker version 19.03.8, and one more command is there, Docker version command. So using this one we can see the engine as well as server versions. Here engine version is 19.03.8, the same as Docker server as well. And next I just wanted to pull image from Docker repo, which is Docker Hub. Here the command is docker pull followed by image name. So if I want to pull Ubuntu image or else Jenkins image or else Tomcat image, so based on your requirement you can pull your required image. I'm going to pull HTTP D image. So using default tag, I'm not mentioned any version here, that's why it is getting latest version of image. So it's completed here. Now the second command, here we will see what are the images are existed on this server using docker images command. So it gives list of images here. So we have only one image HTTPD and tag represents the version. So I'm not mentioned any version over there when we pull the image. That's why it is showing latest, and the image ID also it's there, and it's getting from global repository, which is Docker Hub repository. And I'm going to run this image using docker run command. Docker run. I'm going to run it as interactive mode -it, and in detached window I'm going to use this one, and here I'm giving image name HTTPD. So it's converting my image into a container. Here we go. Sorry, typo mistake. HTTPD. So it converted into container here. So now we are going to check what are the running containers are existed here using docker ps. See here container id, it is showing it's generated just before, and image name httpd, and it's running foreground. So it's not opened in new window, it's background it is running. So created 16 seconds ago, as well as status up to 14 seconds it is running, and I'm not mentioned any port here. So by default it is having 80 as its port number, HTTPD port number, default port number 80. So it is showing that one. And now one more command, docker ps-a. So using that one we can get all the containers list. Here -a represents all the containers list, running containers as well as existed containers and stopped containers. So here we have only one container here, so it's showing only one container. And next we will see other command, docker exec-it. Here we are going to mention container ID and bash. So as we run previous command docker ps. We'll copy container id here, and now we are going to execute exec hyphen it and container id followed by bash. So here it access the docker container and run commands inside container. So now we are in container. If we want to execute any commands here, we can execute. So it is showing inside containers list of files. So if we give exit command here, we will come out from the container. And if we want to remove a container, we have to execute docker rm followed by container id. So it removes docker container here. So you cannot remove a running container. First we need to stop this container and we have to remove again. I am using stop docker stop and followed by container id. So it stopped. So I am going to remove using docker rm followed by container id. So it stopped. Again we will see using docker ps command. So running containers we can see here. So there is no containers running over here. And if I want to start this container or else restart the container, we can use the same container id. Sorry, it's all we already removed, so we can't restart this container. So again we will run the command again using image name docker run hyphen it hyphen d. So as we have image as httpd, we are going to run it again, and we have container here. So we will stop this container and again we will try to restart it again. Docker stop container id. So here it stopped. We will see docker ps hyphen a. We can see all the containers here, and we are going to restart using container id. See, it's running now. It's running here. So if I want to stop this container without using stop command, I just wanted to stop this immediately. So for this I can use docker kill command followed by same container id here. So it stopped. We'll see docker ps command. So there is no container at all, and we will run docker ps hyphen a command. Here it is showing. Why? Because we just stopped our container. We are not removed from the local server, and we will check the information about docker here using docker info. Here it will give the default runtime and swarm value, whether it is active or inactive, init version, runc version, container version, and kernel version, operating system. So the particular details of the server as well as docker engine details it gives. So using docker info, we will get detailed information about docker installed on the system, including kernel version, number of containers and images, etc. And we will see the docker history here. We have httpd image here. So using this image name, we will get docker image. So when it was created and created by whom and what is the size of it. So all these details we will get it here. And Docker logs followed by container id. As we have already Docker container, I just give Docker logs followed by container id. See here it is giving the reliability determine the server's fully qualified domain name and particular details resuming normal operations as well. So it gives history of a Docker container, log of Docker container. And one more thing, we can run command Docker search command. So if we have couple of images in our server using Docker search command, we can get it. So here I'm giving HTTPD image as we have in our server. So it is there, so it's giving the output here. So if I give any other image name like Jenkins, we'll see what is the output here. So Docker, there's some typo mistake, just a second. So it is giving Docker Jenkins, as actually it is not available in the server. It is giving where it is existed, and official it is from official Jenkins Docker image. So it's not existed in this machine, it's already there in official website Docker Hub. So the details it is giving, as well as Docker stats command. So using this one we will get live stream of containers, and it returns a live data stream for running containers. So here we don't have any running containers, so it's not giving, it's processing actually. We'll see here what is the output over there. So it's taking a bit time to check the data, live data stream. Here we have to get. Actually here it is giving the container details and how much utility of CPU it is using, and memory usage and limit how much it is having, and internet input and output details also it is getting. So to get all the live data on running container, actually here we don't have any running container, we already stopped here. We'll wait for few more seconds. So if we have multiple running containers, so all live data streams we will get it here using Docker stats command. And one more thing we can mention here, like Docker stats followed by container ID. If we want to get the specific container ID details, which container running container details, so using Docker stats followed by container ID, using that command we can get live data stream for that particular container. So still it is running here. Here actually in this session we are going to discuss only basic commands of Docker we are discussing. In the next session we will see how to give the login credentials and how to commit our Docker images, and how to build Docker images using Dockerfile we will see. And one more, how to push to GitHub repository our images once it convert from container to image. We will see in the next video. So in this video I just gave a brief explanation of basic Docker commands, and as we have global repository as Docker Hub, we can access all public images here. And if you have account in Docker Hub, you can give your images as public or private. You can store your images in Docker Hub as well. But before going to store your images, you have to create or you have to register in Docker Hub. There is a huge community they are providing in Docker Hub as well. So multiple images we can get different versions. So that's it, guys. It is taking long time. We will see one more time followed by stats. Container ID I'm giving docker ps docker ps hyphen a. See here, this container ID I'm just giving docker stats followed by container ID. It's not running actually, but we'll see how it gives the output, that result. So as it is not running, it is using 0 bytes memory and limit also it's not specifying anything, and it is not utilizing any CPU memory here. So there is no net input or output here. The data transferring is not at all accessing. So this is the basic thing of docker stats command. So thank you so much guys for watching this video, and we will see in the next video with the docker advanced commands. And please don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you guys.